Hi everybody. Today we're going to talk about my favorite subject, NOI. If I come into my property and it's after 9 o'clock and I see a sign closed, I fire everybody. What is NOI? One of my favorite subjects. NOI is a net operating income. Let's take an example. As you know, I love apartments, okay? Apartment building. To figure out the NOI, you will take the income of what the property bring, and then you're going to minus the expenses. Not the mortgage, not the interest, not even the capex, which we'll talk about it. So just the income minus the expenses. What is the expenses? For example, insurance, taxes, management, payroll, marketing, utility, contract services. Then it gives you the net operating income. It's extremely important to understand when person values property and you want to go into a contract, what is the current insurance for the seller? That's not important. What is the current taxes for the property? That's not important. What's important, what's going to be my insurance after I close the property from day one? Because the insurance that the most seller will present, their expenses going to be much lower than when a person going to close on a property. As we know, insurance double in prices, triple in prices, some cases quadruple. That's something we can't help it. But you need insurance. This is a must. When you value the property, you must make sure that you talk to your insurance agent to get an idea what's the insurance going to be. For example, for apartment building, if we're talking about South Florida, we are looking at least, sadly to say, $2,500, maybe even $3,000 a door. Very expensive. Central Florida and more north, more like $2,000, under $2,000 per door. So it's very important to see what is the insurance after you close on a property as opposed to what is the seller paying now. And then we have another topic, taxes. Real estate taxes are going to go up no matter what after the purchase because it's going to be reassessed. So again, you want to make sure that you calculate the new taxes before you can proceed on the purchase. It can go up or can go down. Obviously, if you're buying you want the NOI to go up, therefore the value of the property goes up. When a person looking to buy a property, they can't see, like for example, when in the houses, you buy a house, you look at the comp, what the house next door sold. It's not the same thing in commercial. You have to look at the income approach. Bank usually look at income approach, what is the sales comp for the area, for example, price per door. It's extremely important. And the NOI come to play after, depends how you look at it. Most lenders will not underwrite the property with the new taxes and the new insurance. It's your job. It's your responsibility, you owe it to yourself, to underwrite the property with the new taxes and the new insurance to determine a true NOI. Because once you close on a property and the bills start to come in, you have your NOI, and now you have to pay the interest, the mortgage on the property. Guess what? If you didn't calculate the numbers right, you're going to be upside down. So it's extremely important to determine the true NOI of a property based on projected numbers for the two main factors, real estate taxes and insurance. That's going to change for sure 1,000%. A lot of times when you look at a property and a seller or a broker for that matter will present a pro forma NOI. So the pro forma NOI will determine what is the value going to be, the future value of the property. After all, you don't buy the property just because cash flow. Yes, the cash flow is good, but you want to make sure the value is going to keep on going up. And how does the value keep going up? By raising rent. That's why we love apartment building. Rent keep going up. Rent continue to go up. Leases. After 9 months, 12 months lease, leases goes up. You improve the property. So when you look at the pro forma for property, that come into play, the future taxes and the future insurance, and then of course the future income for the property. If you see a property and the property out there are no room to move the rent, what are you doing? The rent must have room to grow. If there is no room to grow for the rent, okay, don't do it. As a professional, you should know about rent camps. But if you're starting out, it's good to do some research and to see what is the rent in the area command for particular property. For example, let's say you're going to put new kitchen, new flooring, new bathrooms. You're going to improve the property. Therefore, you'll be able to command the new rent. So this is what drives the property prices up. And the NOI, therefore, will go up. You want the NOI to go up. You don't want to stay, certainly you don't want to go down. You don't want to stay the same if you didn't do anything. You want the NOI to go up by raising rent and lowering the cost of expenses. There is a term that we uses in the commercial industry called the T12. The T12 basically is the income and expense for a particular property for the last 12 months. Get it? 12 months. T6 will be 6 months. So this is how people or lenders will look at a potential property for a loan. They're going to ask for a T12. I want to see the income and expense for the last 12 months. Nevertheless, when you look at the T12, you want to see where can I improve my market, my NOI, if I may, so I can now go ahead and realize a nice profit when I go to refi down the road or for a potential sale. That's why it's important to look at the T12. You want to see it, and by the way, for that matter, there's also T24, the last 2 years. You want to see, but mostly it's T12. That's the term people use. You want to see the trend continue to go up, meaning the NOI going up, not going down and not staying the same. It's extremely important to make sure that you're able to raise rent in a particular neighborhood before you execute. Because once you execute and you close on a property and you think, gee, now I do my due diligence, let me test the market. No such thing, testing the market. We don't believe in that. We believe in probability. We believe in what we see in our own eyes. So when we do our own due diligence, we will visit next door communities. And I'll give you a quick tip, very quick tip, very quick example. Sometimes I go to communities and I see that the rents are at 100% occupied, which means they have no vacancy. If I want to rent a unit, there's no vacancy. Guess what? The rent is too low. Their rent is too low. You should never have a property that is 100% occupied. You always have to have room. So most properties should run at 95% because you always want to keep raising the rent and see how much more I can get. So, quick example: you're looking to buy a property and your rents, you predict higher rent, and you go next door community and you see they're charging higher rent with 95% occupancy, or let's say 100% occupancy. You can get more money now. So it's very important to do your homework. Nobody will do your homework for you. Don't rely on the lender. Do not rely on the broker. You need to have your own team do your own due diligence, and don't be afraid to walk away from the deal. That's okay too. Go look for the next one. Money in your pocket. So therefore, if you're able to raise the rent and all the that check in, then you know, okay, the NOI is going to go up. The NOI is nowhere to go but going up if your rent keep going up. And this is the name of the game for apartment building, commercial real estate. You must always stay focused and look at your NOI, the net operating income. Where is it going? And this is extremely important to the diligence part when a person does their own due diligence on a property. Of course, there is also another factor coming: price per door and IRR, internal rate of return, which we'll be covering in our next video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.